What's up, fam? How y'all doing? um, what did I want to talk to you guys about today? Okay, so listen. Here's the thing. My weight is doing good, guys. But so TikTok is back, I guess, for right now. I don't know. Because I know we have 70 days. April 4th was the last day. Um, so I don't know. I know they say when you go to the Apple store, it says someone bought it. So who knows? That means the little Chinese man, I guess, sold it, even though he was all talk that he wasn't. So that's good. Um, guys. Anyways, I was trying to think of what I was going to say. So there was a story that I never told you guys. Okay. And I'm going to tell you guys this story. All right. So I was working, I want to say this was like 20, 2014, 2015. Yeah, 2014, 2015. Like right before drama came, right? Right before drama bumped into my life. Thank God. I was working at the movie theater and I worked the two Star Wars premieres. The two Star Wars premieres I worked, right? And I worked at the movie theater. I was ticket person, concession stand, and a bunch of other stuff, right? And I had to clean the movie theater when people left, right? So people were allowed to come in costumes and everything, but they had police and they had security and whatever. And I remember I saw my two cousins came late at night. They saw like a midnight showing because they came after school, because they were both in college and they saw me. At this time, I'm weighing, I want to say I'm like probably the same weight I am now. Probably the same weight I am now, like four something. So I can still move. I can get around, whatever, right? This is way before surgery. This was after I went through a shitty year in 2011 and the beginning of 2012. And I'm still with my girlfriend. My son had to be 3 or 2. I don't remember exactly how old he was. But anyways, so I'm working at this movie theater, and they're like, "Hey, oh, I have two stories. I'll tell you guys another story tomorrow." But anyways, it'll tie it in with this one, right? So anyways, they're like, "Hey, we have someone famous coming through the theater today. We're gonna shut down the whole movie theater, but we still need a few of you to work the theater." And I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." I didn't think they were gonna pick me because I was like a new hire. Like by the time they did this, I started working in May or June. I don't remember exactly when I started working, and I wasn't even in this, and it was a no. I started working around Christmas time because I remember it was the first week of December. It was seasonal, and it was only because of the holidays, right? And they were giving you like $15 an hour, and if you were really good, they would choose 7 people and keep you. And I got hired with a girl, a boy, and another girl, right? So the girl was really pretty. The other girl was really pretty. The guy reminded me of like a gothic dude because he had long black hair, tattoos. He rode a motorcycle to the interview, the orientation thing. He was super cool. His name was Michael. He was super cool. I don't even know where he's at, but we bonded. All of us really bonded because we were all new hire. Our manager was Jose. He was this little short Puerto Rican guy, but he was super cool. And then his manager was Kevin. Kevin was super tall, nice guy, old guy. Reminded me of like, I don't know, like George Clooney or something like that, right? I go off of like, anyways, it doesn't matter. I just put people's faces to like celebrities so I can just remember what they look like. I'm really good with that. But anyways, so so they were like, okay, Michael, and um Michael, and Sam. Sam was with the company for a long time. So Sam was there, and then Michael was there, right? So they were like, "You three are gonna work tonight," and then and then they had a main manager there, right? So we worked, and we were like, "Yo, like this is like we're like who do you think who do you think it's?" Well, no, we were actually we were working, right? So the last group left because they came in at like midnight. They came in at like right when it hit like 12 o'clock, right? So they had all the guests that we had, they kicked them out. They made them leave, right? And it was just us there, and we were like cleaning and vacuuming and whatever. And then it's dark, right? Theaters are dark, right? And so we're working, and hold on, I heard someone's voice. Hold on. Oh, I guess someone dropped off another package for my mom. Anyways, so I remember, so basically, okay, so the door opened, the side door opened. Guys, guess who walked in? Guess who walked in? Okay. So we're sitting there and we're talking. Janet Jackson walked in. I said, what the? I'm like, dude. In my head, I'm thinking like all the Janet Jackson songs I know. I'm thinking about Michael, Tito, all like I'm just going down the line of like all the different Jacksons I could say, right? Off the top of my head. So she walks in, it's like her, at the time, I don't remember I don't think she was dating anyone at the time. But anyway, she came with like a bunch of her dancers and some other people that I knew from like some different stuff. And they come in and guys, she was wearing a jumpsuit. I remember she had a hat on, braids down to the side. She was so sweet, guys. Like she was like a shy little kid. Like she's like, hi. And we're like, hi. And then she's like, which theater? And we're like, oh, you're in theater 8. And we're like, do you like, we're standing there. She comes in, she like shakes our hands. And then she's like, you guys look, she's like, oh, thank you for doing this. Like we couldn't find any theater that was open. I'm here on tour. Da, 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 da. I didn't even remember she was here on tour. And she was so sweet. She was so sweet. She like shook our hands. She didn't do any autographs because we didn't really want to ask. And she was just so nice. And then like, we asked her what she wanted, and she's like, can I get some popcorn? Can I get some Red Hots? She liked Red Hots. She's like, can I get a, what did she like? She liked Sprite. She wanted some, no, not Sprite. She liked Dr. Pepper. She wanted a Dr. Pepper. She wanted nachos, and she wanted, back then they used to have the red licorice, so she wanted some licorice. And then she's like, you guys can watch the movie with us. Like, you guys don't have to leave. Because it was just like four of her friends, and then it was just us. And she's like, you guys don't have to leave. Like, the theater's empty. Like, she's like, watch with us. I don't remember what movie was playing. I think it was the Star Wars movie. It was the Star Wars movie. And so we looked at our manager. Our manager was like, hey, if Janet Jackson tells you to sit down, sit down. So we sit down, we chill with her. Guys, I'm not even lying. I'm not even making this up. She was so sweet. She was so down to earth. Like, you wouldn't even know that she was like a celebrity. You would have thought she was just like one of the friends. Like, she was so nice. Like, she talked about it. Like, she talked to us about like what we wanted to do. We really didn't even watch. I mean, we would watch the movie, but we really would just talk to her. And like, we were all like, just like at a restaurant having fun. And there was like music playing in the background. And then the movie ended. And then we still talked to her for like another 2 hours. And then her tour manager, who I didn't like, the guy just seemed very shady. He was like, yo, Janet, like, you got to be up tomorrow early. You got to do press and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da. So she was just like, yo, if you guys want to come to the concert, come to the concert. And we were like, we looked at each other and we're like, yo, did we just get invited to a Janet Jackson concert? And we were like, yeah. And we all went. There were like 5 of us and we all went. And she was so sweet and everything. But we didn't get any pictures. I wish we got pictures that night, but we weren't trying to be like, when you meet a celebrity, honestly, you don't try like, I mean, some people like young would probably fan out and stuff, but I feel like if I was ever like to the point where like I worked with celebrities every day, or if I became one myself, I would not want my fans to feel like they had to be shy. Like, if you want to come up and talk to me, talk to me. I'm a normal person. Yes, my name is everywhere, but I'm normal. Like, she comes off like that. I've listened to her in interviews. I've met her in person, but I've seen her like since then, and she just is so quiet. Like, she's never in the mess. She never talks about anybody. She never gossips about anybody. She just does her tours and she does what she does, and she loves her fans and she comes to people and da-da-da-da. And she was just so sweet, guys. Like, she was so, so sweet. And I was like, just like mesmerized by it. I was like, dude. I was like, yo, I wish I was older, man. Like, and she was single. And I was just like, dude, I so would have got with Janet Jackson. Not for the money, just because, like, I don't know, in my brain, the way my brain works, my brain is weird. I can picture the future, not the future, but like 5 or 6 or 7 years from now. And just, I could see me and her like having fun. And like, after her concert, I'm there like with her towel and whatever. And I'm like, okay, babe, you did really good. And like, we go back to her dressing room and we relax and we just talk and whatever, and our kids are running around. Like, I just went super far with my brain. That's how my brain works. I don't know. That's just how God made me. But that's with anybody, not even just celebrities. Guys, she was just so sweet. Like, I don't know why I never told you guys this story, but I know why, because I came across, there was some interview she did right after Michael Jackson, her brother, died, and how she talked about how she got the news and just how she was devastated because she said Michael was like her best friend and da-da-da. And I remember exactly where I was when we found out Michael Jackson died. It was 2009. I was in Texas. I was in Texas helping my brother move to Orlando or to Tampa. And it was my birthday. It was the day before my birthday. My birthday is June 26th. He died the day before my birthday. He actually died on my niece's birthday. My niece wasn't born yet, but now she's 12. And we went to go see, what did we go see? What was out that year? We went to go see, I don't know if it was Pirates of the Caribbean or something. And I remember exactly what happened. We came out of the theater, the movie was over, and this is like an old theater, right? And there are TVs. No, it wasn't old. It was fancy. There were TVs everywhere. There's like, when you walk through the door, there's like a bar, and then there's the movie theater, and then the concession stand, right? And everybody was around the TV, and I'm thinking, was there another attack? Because that's how it was with 9/11. And I'm like, and 9/11 wasn't that far off. So I'm like, what's going on? And we come out, and then it's breaking news. Michael, the King of Pop, died. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What? And I was so like, I never really got into Michael Jackson, but it just was weird to me. And I was just like, wait, what? People were crying. People didn't believe it. People thought it was a hoax. Like, they shut down the theater because the manager was such a Michael Jackson fan and like had all this different stuff. And he just like, y'all got to go home. He was like, I can't. And we're just like, okay. And we got in the car, and then me and my brother and my sister, his ex-wife, we were just like, did he really die? And then we're listening to like the radio station, and they're talking about it, and all they're playing is Michael Jackson, and and he was 53 years old or 51. I don't remember how old he was. And they're like, everyone's talking about it, and I don't have a cell phone at the time. Social media wasn't that big at the time. So, and then my brother didn't have a TV, but the only thing he had was a computer, so you could look at a lot of the articles. And then I remember I did have a Facebook, and then I remember I flew home. Or we drove home, and then when I came home, I was watching the TV shows and stuff like that, and they talked about Michael Jackson everywhere. And then me and my mom watched his funeral. It was a long-ass funeral. We watched his funeral. Jennifer Hudson came and sang, and she was big at the time, but she lost all her weight. And then Mariah Carey came and sang, I remember. I don't know why Whitney Houston didn't, but it was hard, guys. It was hard. Like, it was really hard to see that, because then to meet her all those years later, and then to see her in Why Did I Get Married, and how like emotional that was, because that movie came out right after, like the next year. And you could see it when she bashes everything with the golf club in the second one. You can feel the pain. She's grieving. Tyler Perry said he didn't want to put it in the movie, but she begged him to. She said, leave it. I want people to know that I'm really hurting, because, usually she's always quiet and whatever. And then she killed it at the MTV Music Awards or Movie Awards or whatever it was. Oh my God, she killed it. Everyone was wondering what she would do to honor Michael Jackson, and she killed it. She killed it. But yeah, that's my story meeting Janet Jackson. And my sister's name is Janet, so it's really cool. But I have another story to tell you guys for tomorrow's video of who else I met. I've met celebrities, guys, and I'm not making this up. I would not make this up. I've met them. And some of them I do have pictures with. Like when I met Justin Bieber when he was like 15, 16, I don't know where that picture is, because I do have it when I went with my cousin. And then when I met him again when he had to be about to turn 18 or something, he came to Orlando. I forget what tour it was, but you do meet people in Orlando. Orlando is big, but it's actually small. So you do meet celebrities. You do, especially the ones that come here to vacation. A lot of reality show TV people come here too, because Orlando has everything. I just hate it, but that's just me. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'll see y'all tomorrow with another video. Let me know if you guys like this story, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. Be good, guys. Bye.